Hello, I'm David with Broadley. We're here today to show you your basic functions on your Mitsubishi Mini Split thermostat remote. So what we have here is your Mitsubishi Mini Split remote control. I'll show you the basic operations of this remote here. The first option you have is the on and off button. Right now you can see that it is only displaying the clock and the time. That'll show that the unit is in the off mode. So once you press the on button, it'll display the temperature, the fan setting, the vane setting, and the mode. Other two buttons you have on the very front here are the temperature settings. You have the lower the temperature for it being too warm and raising the temperature if you are too cold. Opening this up, we have a bunch of more functions in here. To start off with, you have your mode, which will change you between heat, cool, dry mode, and auto. I'll show you those now. You got AC as the snowflake. You have dry mode as the teardrop. That'll just be to remove humidity from your home. It will slightly cool, but it will not cool to capacity. It's mainly for the removal of humidity. Then we have your heat section, which is showed as a little sun. And the recycling arrows, as you can see there, is the auto mode. What this means is that your unit will switch between heat and cooling to reflect your temperature. So right now we have it set to 74 degrees. If you go below 74 degrees, it will heat up to 74 degrees. If you go above 74 degrees, it will cool to reach down to 74 degrees. Other than that, below that you have Econo Cool. What this does is it simulates a breeze via your fan. So it won't just be regular cooling, it'll simulate a breeze like you're getting from the outdoors. Here you have your fan settings. You have multiple settings here. Right now you can see it on the auto mode. That'll just regulate it based on what your system needs. Next you have the lowest setting, which will be shown by a person with a cupped hand around his ear. This is just the silent setting and it will be your slowest fan operation. Next you have 1 tick, 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks, and that'll show the speed ramping up of your fan. And after that we are back to auto. You kind of have the same operation here with the vane. What this shows is that your front vanes, they are louvered vanes, which means they can be multi-positional. Right now they are in auto, which means it'll be set for whichever the unit would like it. Here you have your top setting, which will blow more straight out. And you will start angling down as the settings go on until it's pointing straight down to the floor. After that, this one here is a swing. It'll constantly move back and forth to provide air all over the place. And then we are back to auto. So after vane, you do have another setting here called Smart Set. What this is used for is if you are not around and you want to keep your home at a minimal temperature of 50 degrees, you set your system mode to heat, which is showed by the little sun, and you press the Smart Set. That'll put everything into an auto function and drop the temperature to 50 degrees, and the Smart Set will be shown on the bottom by a diamond encompassed by a circling arrow. Other than that, you have these sections over here for time frames. So you can set a schedule for your thermostat. If you just press start, you can have it start heating at 6 a.m. You can set it to start heating at 6 a.m. or cooling, and then you hit stop, and you can have it set to stop heating or stop cooling at 11 p.m. And you can change those times to reflect whatever you would like, but it'll give you a source of timer on your system. That way it won't operate outside of that time frame. Next we have down here is the time settings where you can change the time. Now to do that you will have to depress this clock button and then just use these two buttons to raise and lower the time. These will not function unless you click this clock button here. One more thing we would like to point out with these remote controlled thermostats here is the battery pack, which is hidden below that door. So these batteries are hidden there, so not a lot of customers are aware of that. Your thermostat here can get dim and eventually stop working your system. So once you start noticing the display dimming, that might be a sign that you would like to replace those batteries. And then you can just slide the cover right back on and up. Thank you so much for watching our video. We hope you found it helpful. If you have any more questions, feel free to give us a call or visit our website.